Hi everybody and welcome to my yoga practice this week, and our practice today is focusing on the hips and spine, helping to bring flexibility, fluidity and mobility to these areas. So when you're ready, we're going to begin on fours, and as always just be guided by your body. If you've got any injuries, look after those. I'll show levels for every pose, so just do what feels right for you on this day. So when you're ready, we'll come on to all fours, stacking the shoulders over the wrists, and we'll bring the big toes together to connect out behind. Take the knees a little bit wider than the hips, and we'll release the hips all the way back onto the heels, stretching the arms forward and just resting the forehead gently down onto your mat. And then just begin to relax any areas of your body that may feel tight or tense, so relaxing the shoulders, unclenching the jaw, relaxing the space between your eyes, just allowing your thoughts to calm and to settle, feeling a sense of relaxation spread all the way down your spine, all the way into the hips. And just come to notice your breath. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose, and then a long, slow breath out through your mouth. And again, nice deep breath in all the way down to your tummy, and then breathing out long and slow. Breathing in, feeling the ribs expand, and then breathing out, feeling the ribs soften. Breathing in, filling the lungs to the very top. And then exhale long and slow through the mouth. And when you are ready, coming all the way back onto all fours. And we're going to do a few rounds of our cat-cow. So when you are ready, we're going to round the spine, tuck the tailbone under, chin in, take an in breath. And then breathing out, release all the way back into that child's pose. And then again, coming all the way up, rounding the spine, shoulders over wrists, tucking tailbone under. This time as you exhale, dipping up the spine, gentle back bend as you release back into child's pose. And again, lifting, rounding the spine, tailbone under, and then gently dipping up the spine as we release back. And we'll do that a few more times, moving with the breath. So take a nice breath in, and then breathing out, rounding spine. Inhale, dipping up the spine, and then exhale, rounding up the spine. Last time together, dipping up the spine as we inhale, and then exhale, rounding the spine. Coming into a nice neutral spine. We're going to bring the right foot through between the hands, creep the toes forward, bringing the weight nicely into that right foot, stacking knee over ankle. So if you have a block, you can use your block here. If you don't have a block, you can use a rolled up blanket or a book. And we're going to place the foot on the block. And then if it feels okay, just stay there for a few breaths. Keep sinking the hips down, just allowing that hip to gently open and release any tension. If you wish to go to the next level, tuck back toes under and release into low lunge. Drawing your chin into your chest. And maybe use a little bit of movement here if that feels okay. And then gently hold, breathe, lengthen through your spine. If you wish to challenge for the last few breaths, release your fingertips just so they're resting down lightly on your mat. And then reaching forward with the arms, biceps by the ears, palms turned in, just holding and breathing. We'll take one more deep breath here. And then as you breathe out, release the back knee down, toes down, interlace fingers out behind. Coming into a gentle back bend as we lift up through the heart, squeeze shoulder blades together. Take a nice deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, we're going to take the hands against the inner right foot and gently take the knee out to the side so you're coming onto the outside of that foot. You can keep the fingertips down or the palms down, or just go a little bit deeper, coming onto the forearms. But just be mindful you're not forcing anything here, so working quite deeply into that hip flexor. Try and soften the breath. And again, feel free just to use a little bit of movement here. And we'll take one more deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, gently stepping that foot back out behind. I'm going to take it over to the other side. We're going to bring left foot through. Resting fingertips either side of that front foot. From here, drop the hips down. Bring weight into that left foot. Drawing our chin into our chest. And again, feel free to stay here or tuck your back toes under, coming into that low lunge. And again, if you wish to go to the next level for the last few breaths, rest fingertips down, steady the breath, bring your gaze just in front just to help with your balance. And then reaching forward with the arms, really lengthening from the tips of your fingers down your spine, all the way down into that heel. Take one more deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, drop knee, toes down. Interlacing fingers out behind. Inhale, lift up through heart. Exhale, release. Hands against the inner right foot this time. And gently taking that knee out to the side. Staying here or coming down onto one or both forearms. Maybe gently just rocking from side to side. And take one more deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, slowly release. We're going to step that foot back out behind. You can take your block or your blanket or book away. Bringing the hands shoulder width apart. Opening the fingers nice and wide. Inhale, right knee towards the tummy. Exhale, extend. And we're going to do that a few more times, moving with our breath. So draw knee in. Chin in towards the chest. And extend. And again, so breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. This time we're going to hold it, breathe. Stay here for the last few breaths. Reach back with your left hand to take hold of foot or ankle. This helps just to open the hip, brings flexibility to the spine. If you wish to go a little bit deeper, you can extend that foot a little bit higher up to the sky. And take one more deep breath here. And then as you breathe out, slowly release. Bring the hand back down, extend the leg out behind. Sweeping the right foot back through between our hands, bringing the weight back into that right foot. Sinking hips down. Stay here, or if you wish to go to the next level, reach back with your right hand. And then gently bring that foot up to take hold of the toes or the heel. And you're going to feel a really strong stretch down the front of that left thigh going into that hip flexor. And then gently release. Stepping that foot back out behind. Take an in breath. And then breathing out, left knee towards the tummy. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee into the tummy. Breathing in. And then breathing out. This time hold it. Take a breath. Gazes between the hands. Pushing the heel away. Keep the hips nice and parallel to your mat. Stay here or reach back slowly with your right hand to take hold of foot or ankle. And to go that little bit deeper if you wish. Extending that foot up towards the sky. And in your own time, slowly release. Bringing that hand back down onto your mat. We're going to sweep left foot through between our hands, creep toes forward, dropping weight into that left foot. Staying here or reaching back with your left hand this time to take hold of your foot or your ankle. Holding your awareness just on the breath here. So nice rhythmical breathing, nice and balanced. Breathing in perhaps for a count of 4. Pausing for that moment before exhaling for a count of 4. And then gently release. We're going to take that foot back out behind. And then when you're ready, tuck both feet under, taking in breath. And as you breathe out, release back into down dog. If that doesn't feel right for you, if you're looking after your body, then release down into that child's pose. We're going to bring the feet together so the big toes connect, gently easing back into the heels. Keep the knees soft, spine lengthened. And when you are ready, we're going to bring the left foot through between our hands and ground our back heel into our mat. Squaring the hips and the shoulders. Drawing chin into the chest. You can keep the left knee slightly flexed here for a deeper stretch. Press into fingertips and lengthen that front leg coming into your pyramid. Forehead towards the knee. And just try and soften your body here, your shoulders, your neck, your jaw. And take one more gentle breath here. And then if you wish to go to the next level, we're going to open our left arm towards the sky, coming into revolved triangle. So beautiful for bringing more flexibility to the hips. And then gently release. We're going to walk the hands to the center, turn the toes in, heels out, lengthen through spine, take an in-breath, and then as you breathe out, dropping the crown of the head down towards your mat. You can stay here, you can take hold of the big toes with 4 fingers and thumb, or the backs of the heels. So beautiful for releasing lower back pain, hips, stiffness within your hips. And when you are ready, we're going to place the left hand in the center and open your right arm up towards the sky, coming into a gentle twist. Dropping the chest down. And then releasing slowly over to the other side. And when you're ready, back to center. Walking your hands to the right foot, rotating, so the right toes facing forward, grounding into your back heel. Squaring our hips and our shoulders, resting fingertips down. Stay here or lengthening that front leg, so straightening it slightly. Inhale, and then exhale, dropping forehead down towards the knee. Coming into our revolved triangle, so left fingertips against the inner right foot as we rotate the upper body. Opening the right arm up towards the sky. And your gaze can stay down at your mat, particularly if you're looking after your neck, or if you want to challenge, you can slowly take your gaze to the right thumb. And then slowly release. Flexing your front knees, we walk the hands back to center, toes in, heels out. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, dropping crown of the head down. When you are ready, rotating the left foot forwards, bringing the hands either side of that left foot and dropping your back knee down, stepping both feet back, taking legs over to the side, coming into seated, bringing the soles of the feet together. We're going to rest the elbows on the inner knees, take hold of the ankles, taking in breath. And then as you breathe out, gently drawing the knees down. So not using force, but just until you feel that lovely opening of the lower back. Drawing the chin into the chest. And slowly release. We're going to bring the right heel in slightly and take hold of your left foot with your right hand and your left hand on your knees. So just gently rocking that leg from side to side, but stay tall in your spine, stay grounded into both sits bones. And then if you wish to go to the next level, I'm going to take hold of the left big toe with forefinger and thumb, all the outer foot. Place your right hand down onto your mat just for support to keep the spine tall, and then gently opening that leg out to the side. So you can keep the knee slightly soft, or you can lengthen that leg. Draw your chin in towards your chest. On your next out breath, we're going to release that foot over the top of your right thigh. Stay grounded into both sits bones, nice and tall. You can stay here or bring that foot further back. So we're on the tops of the feet. Take a nice deep breath in, arms up. And then breathing out, right forearm against the outer left knee, looking over your left shoulder. So you should feel a really strong stretch here in the hips. And take a nice deep breath in, lengthen the spine. Exhale, maybe a little bit deeper into that twist. And then slowly release back to center. Taking over the other side, so bringing that left foot in slightly. Taking hold of the right foot. Right hand gently on the knee, just gently rocking from side to side. And staying here, or taking hold of the big toe with forefingers and thumb, or the outer foot. Left fingertips press into our mat as we slowly open that leg out to the side. Staying nice and tall in the spine, grounding deeply down into both sits bones. And then slowly releasing that foot over the top of the left thigh this time. Staying here, or if it feels okay, bringing that foot further back. And we're aligning the knees as best we can. One side might feel slightly tighter than the other, so just be patient. Try and breathe through any discomfort. And then together, inhale, arms up. Pausing at the top before exhaling, left forearm against the outer right knee and looking over your right shoulder. Inhale, lengthen, stay tall. Exhale a little bit deeper into that twist. And slowly release, coming all the way back to center. Uncrossing the legs, coming onto all fours. We're going to slide our left knee to our left inner wrist, stretching our right leg out behind. Squaring the hips as best we can. If you're not feeling a stretch at all here, then bring your left foot slightly higher up. Aligning the hips, pressing to fingertips, open up through the chest. Just pause for a few breaths here. You can always deepen this stretch in the hip flexor by tucking your back toes under and lengthening that back leg. So the knees off the floor. Take a nice and deep breath in. And then breathing out, releasing the back knee down, toes down, and maybe going a little bit deeper, either just onto the forearms or dropping the forehead down into your mat. And we'll just stay here for a good 5 deep breaths. If you feel free to use a little bit of movement here if you wish. As we release any tension, any stress within the hips. We tend to store lots of emotions within the hips, so this helps to release any emotional blockages as well on a much deeper level. And take one more gentle breath in. And then breathing out, slowly release. Coming all the way back up, taking back toes under. You can either release back into your down dog or child's pose. If you're going into down dog, extend through the back leg, lift the hips, engage the core, and then step back into your down dog and just gently walk out the backs of the legs. And we're going to take it over the other side. So bringing your right knee through to the right inner wrist, left leg stretches out. Checking already that you're feeling a strong stretch in that hip flexor. Taking back toes under if you wish to lengthen that back leg, just go a little bit deeper. Keep pressing into fingertips and lift up through your heart. So this is beautiful for strengthening the respiratory system and brings fresh blood and oxygen to the heart and all the muscles around the heart. And when you're ready, dropping back knee down, toes down, staying there or going that little bit deeper for the last few breaths. And if you are experiencing any discomfort, just try and soften the breath and just notice that if one side may feel a little bit different to the other, maybe tighter. And just check you're not clenching on anywhere else in your body, so particularly the hands, the fingers, relaxing the jaw and the temples. And then in your own time, slowly release, lifting up through the heart, big breath in. And then breathing out, release, pressing into the palms of the hands. We're going to step back again into that down dog or child's pose, just to walk up the backs of the legs. And then in your own time, gently dropping down onto the knees, coming into our hero pose. So the knees are going to be a little bit wider than the hips. Check that the feet don't turn out to the side. Really important that we're aligning the ankles with the knees. And then gently sitting back onto the sits bones. So if this is really uncomfortable, you can use your block or your blanket here just to place underneath the sits bones. The knees can be slightly open, or for a deeper stretch, bring the knees together. I'm going to rest the hands down on the front of the thighs with the palms open to the sky. Just tuck tailbone under, shoulders back, and drop the chin into the chest. So this is wonderful for bringing more flexibility to your hips, your lower back. Beautiful for bringing more flexibility to the knees as well. So if you do suffer with knee injuries, this is particularly helpful. We're going to come into a gentle twist. So inhaling, arms up. And then exhaling, right hand to the outer left knee, looking over left shoulder. Inhale, lift up from the crown of your head. Exhale into a deeper twist. And then release back to center. Inhale, arms up, pausing at the top before exhaling over to the side. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale a little bit deeper into that twist. Coming all the way back to your center. We're going to interlace the fingers, press the palms away from the body. I'm going to draw the arms up towards the sky, stay tall in your spine. Take an in breath. And then breathing out, rounding spine, chin into the chest. And again, moving with the breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, rounding spine. And you're going to feel that lovely release all the way down the spine into the lower back. And do that 3 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, rounding spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, rounding spine. Coming all the way back to our center. We're going to release onto all fours. And then take the legs over to the side, coming into seated. We're going to stretch the legs out, toes up towards the sky, coming to wide leg forward fold. So be really mindful that the spine stays nice and tall and we're not rounding over. You can keep the knees soft if you feel your body rounding. Take an in breath, and then as you breathe out, left hand on the left ankle or shin or the toes, and reach over with your right arm. Rotating the upper body up towards the sky, and you should feel a lovely stretch all the way down the side of your body, your lower back. And then releasing over to the other side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lengthen. Drawing your left shoulder back. So again, we're opening the chest up to the sky. And then gently release all the way back to center. We're going to bring the legs together. Take the feet so they're wider than the hips. Taking hold of the shins. Coming into our sacral release. So this is beautiful for releasing tension that gets stored and locked in the sacral area. We're going to round the spine, chin in. And then inhale, lift. Exhale, rounding spine. There again, inhale, lift. Exhale, rounding spine. Move all the way back to your center. Coming into cross leg, this time with the left leg in front. Or for a deeper stretch, you can place that foot gently on the inner thigh. So try and get a block or rolled up blanket or cushion, works well. And we're going to place the block or the cushion or the blanket underneath the sits bones. So you're kind of half on, half off. And what this does is it opens the lower back, opens the sacral, opens the hips, and you're able to sit nice and tall. So just take a moment just to get centered, and then we'll take an in-breath, arms up. And then as you breathe out, reaching forwards, creeping fingertips forward, hinging from your hips, and drawing your chin in towards your chest. So you should feel a really strong stretch, perhaps in that left side of the body, lower back into the hip. Stay here or gently move your fingertips over to the right and bring forehead down towards your right knee. And then slowly back to center, coming all the way back up. You're going to switch legs over to the side, so right leg either in front or gently on top. Take an in-breath, arms up, and then exhale, walking the hands forward again, hinging from your hips, chin towards the chest, softening through your shoulders and your spine. You may want to stay here if that's a strong enough stretch for you, or walk your hands over to the left and drawing your forehead down towards your left knee. And slowly release, coming all the way back to center. From here, we're just going to rest the hands on the heart, bring the palms together, closing the eyes, dropping chin into the chest. Just taking a few moments here just to, as we come to the end of our practice, just to feel really proud for all you have achieved here today. And just bring awareness to your breath. Take a breath in through the nose, and then a long, slow breath out through your mouth. And again, breathing in fully through the nose, and breathing out long and slow through your mouth. Perhaps making that exhalation slightly longer now than the in-breath. Breathing in calm, and breathing out just letting go. Breathing in, feeling grounded, and breathing out, feeling supported. Breathing in, feeling centered, and breathing out, feeling calm and balanced. And when you're ready, just going to rub the hands together, create some warmth in the palms of your hands. Just rubbing the hands together activates the heart center. So while we do this, just set yourself an intention in your mind for the rest of your day ahead. It could be to be patient with yourself, it could be just to slow down, it could just be to trust that all is unfolding just as it should. And then we'll bring the hands to the face, with the warmth on your face, as you quietly set your intention in your mind. Take a nice deeper breath in now through the nose. Big sigh out through the mouth. When you are ready, bring the hands back to the heart. Take a nice deep breath in. And breathing out. And namaste. And when you feel ready, gently now opening the eyes. And welcome everybody. So I hope you're all feeling good and well. So remember your aftercare, lots of water, and thank you so much.